my cat Daisy because she loves me and she likes my room.
My dog is Fluffy. I like my pet fish because she's orange. I like my dog Lucky because she's bouncy and I like stroking her. Tiffy and Cleo, I like them because they're cute. My cats are very fluffy. They're called John, Seffy and Frank.
I have 2 dogs called Teddy and Rosie, and the first time that we took them to the vets, they fell asleep. I have 2 guinea pigs called Pip and Timmy, and Timmy basically eats everything and wants to pee on me.
Why did you decide to start Cinque Ports?
Cinque Ports Rescue, we decided to start the rescue due to the need of the dogs in the local area. There's lots of dogs that don't have loving families, there's lots of dogs that have medical problems, there's lots of dogs that have been ill-treated in their previous homes.
The best thing about my dog is he's really active, he likes to play a lot, and he does get cuddly at night, so he can just come up and stay and just cuddle with us.
The best thing about my dog is he's very cuddly and very inactive, so he will stay with you no matter what you do.
I love my dogs Diva and Frenchie because they're French bulldogs and they're both really small, cute, soft and especially crazy.
I got a pug Winnie. The reason why we called her Winnie is because it goes with Winnie the Pooh and a Winnie pug. And I love her because she's calm, but sometimes she's just crazy and vexes you to death.
I have 2 rabbits called Coco and Spike. My favourite memory of them is when I taught them how to jump through hoops. However, as much as they're so cute, I really want a dog.
I have a dog called Molly. She wears bandanas and she eats everything apart from celery. Strange dog.
We have too many dogs in this country and not enough homes, which is why all the dogs that come in to us are neutered so that they can't have any litters of puppies and we don't add to the problem. So basically we started it to the Cinque Ports area in Kent, and we rehome locally so that we can keep in touch with all our dogs as well. And you know, we've got lots of lovely adopters and we all keep in touch, and it's great to see how our dogs are getting on a few months down the line.
And my favourite animal is my Jack Russell. He's really small and cute and he always plays with us.
My dog originally came from a shelter and she's always been a bit scared, but she's very cuddly and she's very energetic all the time, so it's nice to spend time with her.
How many dogs do you rescue a year?
A year, we've rescued in the last 5 years nearly 700 dogs, so every year at the moment we're rescuing between 120 and 140 dogs and finding lovely new homes for them.
My favourite animal is a horse because I used to have one myself, but unfortunately it passed away when it was 12. But we used to go around the stables a bit and I was learning to do jumps and everything, but then it passed away.
I've got one dog, he's a bulldog and his name is Sid. The funniest thing about him is when you touch his belly he laughs, and when he smells food his teeth all pops out. But I know he's crazy, but I love him. I have 5 dogs. Their names are Gus, Pepper, George, Poppy and Angel. And my favourite thing about Gus is that he's crazy. And when we play cricket I throw the ball really far and he goes and gets it.
Do you own any dogs that have been rescued?
We do. We take in the rescue dogs that need lifetime care, such as these 3, and we keep them in our own homes. But we have been known to fall madly in love with the odd rescue dog, and we haven't had the heart to rehome them, and we have kept them. Both of us have done that, all our fosterers actually, and we call them failed fosterers. It's a very special club, and it's when you get that dog that walks into your life and you just know that they're the one.
My 2 dogs are called Lucy and Leo. They are usually very they respect a lot of people. They're quite fun to be around and they love playing with you. But what I love about dogs in general is that they're great pals to have for the rest of your life and they'll always be there for you.
First I got my dog, it pooed on my lap in the car. Without my dog, my family would be different. Who else would chew my slippers and bark at night?
How has Poppy had an impact in your daily life since you've got her?
An impact in my daily life? Well, she knows how to go through the bin now, which causes me all sorts of fun. But no, in all seriousness, no, she's absolute joy. So Obviously, you do have to consider when you have more than one dog, things like walks. I've got 3, so you have to consider how you're going to get all 3 of them walked. You know, extra food, and all those little things that you have to consider to make sure that all of your dogs are cared for. But in terms of impact, it's been a very positive one because she's very affectionate. I mean, she loves cuddles and just absolutely lovely. So whenever I come home, I just really look forward to seeing them also. It's a lovely impact, it's beautiful, I love it to pieces.
He's called Louis, and the best thing about my cat is he's very clever and he can twerk.
The best thing about my cat is he's really fat and fluffy and stupid.
Why does she have wheels? Because we've all been fascinated about why she has wheels.
She came into us walking on her elbows because her paws were pointing up to the sky. So we've had a few operations now to turn her paws round and straighten them, but it's meant that her elbows and her shoulders are really weak. So she's got her wheels because that means she can get around like a normal dog does.
Hold her up.
That's right, yeah, so she doesn't get so tired.
The best thing about my cat is she's calm, cuddly and loves to play.
The best thing about my dog Gary is he acts like a human. He sleeps like a human, he reads the paper from my dad, and he's always there when you need him when you're sad.
My favourite thing about my pet cat Smudge, when he walks, because he's a Bengal tiger, his fur under his tummy moves. My fish, they're all pretty rubbish swimmers, so the trail that they would leave is woo, 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 doink, down. Right, and I sometimes breed fish because,
I originally had 2 guinea pigs and then I adopted a 3rd, and since we adopted her she settled in with her new sisters and she has a much better life, and all of them together are really cuddly and cute and I love to play with them.
My cat is very, very adventurous. She loves the outdoors, but she's also really loving and cuddly.
How do you feel when dogs come in a bad state and...
Heartbroken. I think the only word we can ever describe when we collect a dog that we know, the look in their eyes just says they've had an awful life, is just heartbroken. I think the drive for us is the look in their eyes when we hand them over to their new home and you see that their tail is wagging, they have that sparkle back, that they know their life in the future is going to be amazing. So it is upsetting, but you have to think about what they're going to do in the future.
The best thing about my dog is he's lazy and I don't have to walk him. The best thing about my dog is when you're sad or ill, he knows how you're feeling and he'll just sit with you and he won't move.
My nan's dog is a collie and her favourite food is a pedigree pouch.
My millipede eats fruit.
I have one cat called Oreo. He loves to play and be cuddled, but what I love about him the most is that when I cuddle him, he purrs right onto my lap. I have a dog called Max and he does lots of tricks, and when he lays on his back he does like a Superman move, and I also love the way that he cuddles into me.
And what happened to the dog with only one leg?
So Winnie was handed in to us when she was 6 weeks old, and she was born this way. So Winnie was missing her front leg, she's got lots of her ribs are missing, and they didn't want her anymore because they knew that as she got bigger there would be more problems. So we've had her since she was 6 weeks of age now.
This is Dexter, one of my favourite dogs, because he's beautiful and playful and he's always full of joy. But the most thing I love about Dexter is his beautiful blue eyes. I like my dog Lola because she high-fives me when I come in from school, and I know that she loves me because I'm the only one that doesn't mind her smelly breath.
And how do you finance what you do?
Financing the rescue is something that we really have to work hard to do. We rely on donations from the public. We do an awful lot of fundraising ourselves all through the summer, our days off because we both work, we have families, all our fosterers have busy lives, but we have to fundraise. We go out at the weekends, we shake those tins, we run little dog shows.
We bake.
We bake,
yeah,
we bake biscuits, we make things.
Yeah, Christmas stockings.
We are funded purely by
fundraising. So it is about the generosity of people that
We have
support
some
us.
lovely supporters that run marathons and all sorts of different things, and we're very grateful to everyone. But the vet bills still keep rolling in, and we've still got to keep pushing to raise these funds to help as many dogs as we can.
This is my dog Jessie. She's 3 years old and really cheeky. I love her beautiful brown eyes. I've got a cat called Lulu, and I like that she's really calm, and whenever we stroke her she rolls over us and wants us to tickle her belly.
I love my dog Pepe. He's always full of energy. He's small and cute. He's black and fluffy, and he's always playful. I like my dog Wilson, and I call him Wilsonian. He's so cute, and he's a puppy, and he nips because he's so small and playful.
And how do you train the dogs?
So we use treat reward basis. So everything that they do that is really good, we reinforce with a positive outcome. So for example, Wanda getting used to having her wheels, she knows every time she goes into her cart, she gets a little treat. So what we're saying is, every time she does something that we want to reinforce and it's positive, it's a good thing for her because she gets a little present for doing it. So all of the training that we do with our dogs is always positively reinforced.
I love my pet Oscar because he's playful and cute. I like puppies because they chase their tails and they look so cute. My dog is cute and fluffy. She is called Rosie.
My fish are boring, but they are colourful. They are called Pinky and Blue.
I have a kitten called Oreo. He is so fluffy. He is always outside and he brings other cats to our back door.
My dog likes cuddling and he's so funny, that's why I love him.
I love my horse Warrior because he's so friendly and gentle.
I love my dog Jessie because she's so friendly and fluffy.
What advice would you give to someone who spots a stray dog?
So if you spot a stray dog, you should really, if you can, make sure that the dog is safe. So particularly if it's on a roadside, but obviously be mindful that you shouldn't put yourself in danger. You should contact your local dog warden or the council if it's out of hours, or local vets if they're close by. But ultimately keep yourself safe and the dog if you can.
But take to a vet's if you can't get to the dog warden, because all dogs should be microchipped now. So somebody with a scanner, such as at a vet's, should be able to scan the dog and then hopefully reunite the dog with its family.
I like great white sharks because they're extremely aggressive.
I like my cat because she's lazy and she brings gifts to the door involving half-eaten rats and mice and chopped open grass snakes.
I like my pet dog because she always plays with us. I like my dog because he's annoying.
I love my dog because she's all fluffy and she's a very playful dog.
I like Indy because she plays with me and I like throwing her toys out in the garden.
It's my favourite animal because they are cute and fluffy.
A rabbit is my favourite animal because they can jump.
The best thing about my dog is that he's always really hyper and playful, so if we ever don't feel that good, we just call him and then he cheers us up.
What inspires you to do what you do?
The dogs themselves, I think, inspire us. They make us happy every day. There's nothing like the love that a dog can give you. I mean, coming from work at the end of the day, you've had the worst day ever, the dog loves you. It's the only creature on earth that loves you more than it loves itself. And to come in and be greeted with waggy tails, kisses, just to see the dogs so happy. I mean, some of the dogs that come into us have had such a terrible time. They're just so sad, aren't they?
The first time they get to walk on grass and we see how that is just...
that's hot.
It is heart-wrenching.
Heart-melting.
It
makes,
is, So for us it's about giving them the life that they deserve, really. So to be able to be there and be part of that journey is truly rewarding.
To see the dogs when they go to their new homes with their wonderful adopters and the updates that we get, just gives you just this most unbelievable feeling. It really is a wonderful thing to do.
How many breeds of dogs are there in Cinque Ports?
Cinque Ports Rescue at the moment, we've got quite a varied amount of different dog breeds. Our favourite breed are the rescue dogs themselves. Breed makes no difference to us. We'll help, as many dogs as we can, but we normally have smaller dogs. So at the moment in the rescue, we've got Chihuahuas, we've got Spaniels, we've got
Jack Russells.
Yeah, Jack Russells, of course. And we've got Yorkshire Terriers.
Poodles.
So all different breeds we have in. It really varies every week. We have different dogs come in, and sometimes even we get dogs that we've never, had into the rescue before. So lots of different unusual breeds, cross breeds as well. We've had some really different looking dogs that have come in that you wouldn't know what their mums and dads look like. So and they're lovely. They're all individuals, so it makes no difference what the breed is.
Thank you.
My favourite thing about my dog is no matter how far he runs, he always comes back. My favourite thing about dogs is that they're super cuddly, and even though I'm bored, sometimes they cheer me up because they're really excitable.
How many dogs would you say you get in a week?
Varies. In the week before Christmas last year, we had 21 dogs come in. So that was in 1 week.
Most of them spent Christmas with us.
It feels really weird because I've got a dog myself and she's fine, but coming into PQA and seeing some struggle, it's really weird.